We're back. Thank you for staying with us. And of course, as we await the arrival of Tropical Storm Andrea, it couldn't be better timing to have Susan Cutter here in our studios. She is with the Hazards Institute at the University of South Carolina. We'd like to welcome you to our studios.
Thank you.
Well, I'm glad you're here today because you are an expert, especially on policy and preparedness, which I think our viewers would really do well to start to take heed of today.
Right, and this is very timely considering the storm that's off the Florida coast, and I think there are a number of things that people need to think about with the upcoming hurricane season. And first and foremost, you need to be able to prepare, and you need to think about being on your own for upwards of a week.
And I just want to remind folks, could be a time when disasters strike that you might call 911 and they might not be able to get to you in 3 to 5 minutes because we might have down power lines. Other folks might be dealing with floods or very destructive aspects to the storm. So like Susan is saying, you have to kind of be able to take care of yourself.
And the idea is if you are self-sufficient, then those people that work in the emergency management area can go to those people who are in greater need than you have. So you need to prepare yourselves and your family to be on your own.
And we talked a minute before we came on here, and you said one of the things that people have a hard time getting their head around is the complete absence of electricity.
We are such a dependent society now on electricity for our cell phones, for the ATM machines. Very few people actually carry cash anymore. They carry a debit card. And when the power goes out, how are you going to get money? So you need to make sure in your preparedness that you have money, that you have the medicines that you need, that you have food and water, not frozen food, but canned food, packaged food. And you need to make sure that you know where your family members are. And you should have a phone number that you all know to call to let people know you are safe. And that number should be out of the region, not people within the region, because they may have difficulties with their cell phones and so forth.
So you're seeing people struggle with maybe communications after the storm with family members that might be in Florida or might be in Tennessee that are worried about you.
Exactly. And so what you need to do as a family is to make sure you know who to call to let them know you're safe. That could be a relative outside of the area. It could be a grandmother, a grandfather, an aunt and uncle. But everybody in the immediate family would know who that is and that they should call them to let them know they're safe.
Okay, Susan, and real quickly, because we only have 5 seconds left or so, if you had to tell people to do 3 things today to get ready for Tropical Storm Andrea, what would those 3 things be?
I would make sure that I had gasoline in my car. I would make sure that I had some cash on hand, and I would make sure to let my family know this number to call, and I would look on neighbors to make sure that they were all right.
Very good. Thank you so much. Make sure you get out to the store and get your supplies. You can look online at emergencymake.com, see our hurricane supplies list to make sure you're up and running. Susan, thank you so much for coming in. Have a great day.
Thanks.
We'll be right back.